And now it's time for Joel's Gnomes.
Hello, I'm Hans. I'm one of Joel's Gnomes. Welcome to Joel's Gnomes. Today we're going to continue our series of what we call ubiquitous plants. Now these are plants that you are going to find this spring in every single nursery and big box store. They are sold because they are inexpensive, they're very popular, they're disease resistant, drought resistant, they can grow in zones from areas from zone 6 down to 11, and they're mainly used as filler plants. They're not all that too exciting, but today we're going to talk about one of the ubiquitous plants that we actually do like, and that is the Liriope muscari. Now, remember, Liriope muscari, not Liriope spicata. We'll talk about that later. It's native to East Asia. It's actually named after the Greek water nymph Liriope, who was raped, ravished by the Greek water god Cephasus. And the offspring of that union was the most beautiful boy in the world, Narcissus, who gave his name to the flower. So here we have a Liriope muscari in the early spring. Now, Liriope are extremely easy to take care of. They're very tolerant of all kinds of different situations, growing conditions. Probably the only thing that you really have to do is in the early spring, you'll have all this dead growth from last year. So what you do, take a pair of scissors and you just cut off the old growth to about a couple of inches from the ground. There you go, and you're ready for the next growing season. If you do have an edging of these, which are very popular for edging or for like low ground cover areas, you can take your lawnmower at the highest setting and just mow over it, and then you're ready for the next year. So, I told you about Liriope muscari. Now, behind this is some Liriope spicata. Now, both varieties come as all grain or variegated, and they can range from 6 inches tall to a couple of feet tall. They have some pretty interesting purple flowers in the spring, and in the fall they'll have black berries. Big difference between the two is Liriope muscari is mounding, and it spreads very gradually. And over the years, after about 3 or 4 years, muscari will get a nice big area. So you just dig that up, you take a steak knife, you cut it in half, and separate them. You got 2 Liriope plants. Spicata, very different, and we regret ever growing it. It also looks like muscari, but it spreads by underground roots. And this is just like spearmint. And once you get spearmint, you'll always have it. Same thing with spicata. We bought a couple of plants a couple of years ago, and we've been trying to get rid of them ever since. And there's an ambulance coming, so we'll take a break. And welcome back. So, muscari is very easy to grow. It tolerates a wide variety of growing conditions. The growing guides, some of them say that it tolerates full sun. We haven't found that to be the case. It can get kind of burned and it won't grow very vigorously. So we're going to transplant this. It's very easy to do. All you got to do is you dig a little bit wider than where the leaves end after you've pruned them back. And you'll just take this root ball and all, and you transplant it to a new area. You pre-dig the new hole. You may want to amend the soil with some compost. You don't really have to, but they'll look better if you do. And give it good water, and it will give you a nice, good green ground cover all season until the fall. So to wrap up, we like Liriope muscari. It is a very nice filler plant. It makes good edging. One of the downsides is that if it really likes where it is, even Liriope muscari will spread into your yard and into other areas of the garden that you may not want it to. But in general, it's extremely well behaved. It tolerates a wide variety of growing conditions. We have found that full shade is not too good for it, neither is full sun. It doesn't like swampy conditions, but it is drought tolerant, so virtually any kind of growing condition is great for it. So we like it. So use it in the garden if you want to, as a filler around some of the more ornamental plants that you like. If all you want to do is grow something that will be green and low growing, and you can go back in the house and watch television for the rest of the year, this is one of the plants for you. So I am Hans. I'm one of Joel's Gnomes. We thank you very much for watching this edition of Ubiquitous Plants, and please subscribe if you'd like to watch some more of our channel. So thank you.